I can't believe what I'm seeing. Is that really you in the parking lot in that cheap little car? Why are you here, my ex-wife showing up out of nowhere? Let me guess, still can't get over me? We ended things 5 years ago, remember?
Excuse me? Who is this?
Playing dumb now? You know exactly who this is. I never thought you'd track me down here, but sorry to break it to you, I have zero intention of getting back together. I've got a new life with my girlfriend now.
Wait, what? You're the one who suddenly messaged me. I'm not tracking anyone. You really don't know? I'm here for work.
Work at a luxury inn? Don't make me laugh. You must have heard I was working at this luxury inn. That's why you came all the way here to make a reservation at Fairview, right? Still the same old Sarah, terrible at lying.
What? Hold on. You work at this inn? Since when?
Don't pretend you didn't know. You're really gonna keep up this act? Acting all innocent when you know everything? You already know it all, don't you? About my affair partner being the inn owner's daughter? About how I divorced you, ran off with her, and we came back here together?
No. I had absolutely no idea. Me being here is pure coincidence. What? You really think I'd waste my time tracking you down?
Yeah, right, keep pretending. Sorry to break it to you, but I'm happy with her now. I'm the future heir to this luxury inn. There's no room in my heart for you anymore. Must be eating you up inside.
You're delusional. I haven't thought about you in years. I'm literally here for a company retreat.
A company retreat, you? In that cheap car? Don't make me laugh! You couldn't even afford the deposit here on your old salary!
My car has nothing to do with this, and you know nothing about my current situation.
Oh, please, still working that dead-end office job? Or wait, did you finally get that promotion you were always whining about?
Just listen for a second. I seriously haven't thought about getting back together. I moved on years ago. This is purely coincidental.
Save your excuses and get out of here, you poor thing. Showing up to a historic luxury inn in that cheap, compact car. Having someone like you here just lowers our standards. What would our high-class guests think?
Excuse me? Are you seriously trying to shame me about my car while working as hotel staff?
Watch your tone. I'm not just hotel staff. I'm the future owner of this place, unlike some people who never amount to anything.
Sarah, when are you joining us? The charter bus got us here ages ago. We're already enjoying the hot springs. Everyone's asking where you are. Sorry, Mom. Just got here. Was taking my time driving. Had to make a few stops along the way. Oh, is that so? Well, come on in then. This is my go-to inn for our company retreats. You're missing out on the welcome drinks.
Company retreat? What company would hold a retreat here with someone like you?
Ignore him. I'll be right there, Mom. Just dealing with some unexpected things. Staff issues. Staff issues? That's unusual. I'll introduce you to the owners. They've always been so professional. Before that, can I ask something? How long have we been coming to this inn for company retreats? Just curious. Let's see, about 10 years, I think. But since you're the CEO's daughter, the staff might feel awkward. That's why I haven't stayed here in about 5 years. Didn't want to make things uncomfortable.
CEO's daughter? What are you talking about?
Oh, I see. That explains a lot. And the staff has always been professional before. Of course, they're known for their service, though lately…
Wait a minute. You can't be serious. This has to be some kind of joke.
Is something wrong? Don't you like this inn? You seem distracted. No, it's not that. I was just curious about the history here.
Sarah, you need to explain what's going on right now.
Oh, now you want to talk civilly after trying to throw me out? Interesting change of attitude. Sarah, you can be honest with me. Actually, I've been thinking about switching to a different inn. The service doesn't seem quite up to par anymore. Really? Why? Tell me more about that. The quality seems to have dropped a lot compared to 10 years ago. The interiors aren't well maintained anymore. And it's the little things. They're using cheaper tea and snacks now. It doesn't feel like the luxury inn it used to be. Something's changed in the last few years. Oh, really? This is my first time here, so I wouldn't know. But I think I might have an idea why.
Stop ignoring my messages! What company are you with? Answer me!
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry your first company retreat isn't at our best spot, Sarah. The hot springs are lovely here and the food is amazing. Let's try to relax and enjoy ourselves, despite the changes. Yes, let's. Though I'm starting to think, maybe we should look at other options for next year.
You need to tell me what's going on right now before I call security!
Go ahead, call security. I'm sure they'd love to hear about how the future owner treats corporate clients, the ones who book entire floors for company retreats.
Corporate clients? What are you talking about? Stop being so cryptic!
You'll figure it out eventually, though it might be too late by then. Sarah, hurry up! The welcome ceremony is about to start. You need to meet everyone. Coming, Mom. Just wrapping up an enlightening conversation with an old acquaintance.
Old acquaintance? Is that all I am now? After everything we've been through?
Yes, that's all you are. And soon, you won't even be that. Just the person who made a very, very big mistake. Both 5 years ago and today.
Leave right now! A poor person like you has no business staying at my inn for another 100 years! I don't care what company you claim to work for!
Excuse me? Is this how you treat paying customers? We're paying our fair share here, and then some.
I was shocked when I heard you checked in. Thought you came just to see me, but you're actually planning to stay? Even though this luxury inn isn't exactly cheap, you must have spent your whole savings on this!
You really haven't changed at all, have you? Still looking down on everyone. Still making assumptions.
I've changed plenty. I'm successful now, unlike some people who can't move on.
Stop with these assumptions, will you? Me staying here has nothing to do with you. I honestly had no idea you were even here. Why would I want to see you?
Sure, let's go with that story. But sorry, I don't have time to play along with your little act. Do you know how many important guests we have today?
Seriously? You're still going with this attitude?
This is a historic luxury inn, not a place for common folk like you. We got a large group checking in today and we're busy, so I don't have time to deal with you. Leave now before you embarrass yourself further.
What an incredibly rude staff member. I've never heard of an inn throwing out paying guests. Is this how you treat everyone, or just your ex-wives?
Poor people like you aren't our guests. What, you thought paying money meant I'd give you good service? That's not how things work in high society, something you clearly don't understand.
Actually, yes, that's exactly what it means. We paid the full booking rate, yet you've been nothing but arrogant. You really think this kind of customer service is acceptable at a supposedly luxury establishment?
Oh, please, don't tell me you believe that customer is always right nonsense. That's such a middle-class way of thinking.
I'm not asking to be treated like royalty. What? Just basic human decency. Something you seem to have forgotten.
That customer's always right thinking is outdated. Running an inn isn't a charity. We only provide good service to people who spend more money. Why would we treat everyone else like real customers? People like you should be grateful we even let you in.
If you are the future owner of the inn, I worry about its future. Very, very worried. Do the current owners know about your attitude?
The current owners trust my judgment. I know how to spot trouble, and you're definitely trouble.
Trouble? That's rich coming from you. Should we talk about what real trouble looks like? Like running away from responsibilities?
Ancient history. I've moved up in the world while you're still stuck in the past.
Stuck in the past? I came here for work. You're the one who can't stop bringing up old history.
Who are you to act so high and mighty, especially since you won't be able to stay here again anyway? Huh? You're leaving right now and going on our blacklist. A clingy ex-wife who keeps pursuing the young master won't be welcome here again.
What a wonderful reason to blacklist a customer. Customer attempted to check in while being my ex-wife. Very professional.
It's more than that. You're clearly here to cause problems, to ruin my happiness. I won't let you.
You know what? You're getting way too full of yourself as the heir. This is no way to treat important guests. I'll be sure to tell the owners about all of this. Every single word.
Telling the owners won't do anything. The older owners are basically retired. My girlfriend and I run everything now. We make all the decisions.
Oh, really? That's very interesting. And when did this change happen?
Not that it's any of your business, but I've worked my way up, unlike some people who probably still work entry level.
Still obsessed with status, I see. Some things never change, though some things do.
What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to annoy me. Just leave already.
Oh, I will. But first, don't you want to know why I'm really here?
So, kicking out one person like you is nothing. Poor people aren't welcome here, so leave. You're not fit to be a guest at our prestigious inn, no matter what company you claim to work for.
Well then, tell them the contract is over. Oh, but you probably don't know about that since you're supposedly in charge. Please inform the owners that this is our last year. I'll leave as you asked, but we won't be making any group reservations next year. Such a shame, really.
What are you talking about? Group reservations? Who exactly are you talking about? Stop being so mysterious. Just say what you mean.
I'm talking about the group that's booked here today. What? I'll leave, but make sure you take good care of the rest of our employees. We've already paid the full amount for everyone's stay up front. As regular clients, we expect proper service, though I'm starting to doubt we'll get it.
Wait a minute. Regular clients? What? Are you with Autumn Ridge Design Studio? That can't be.
You think I'm poor? Actually, I'm the vice president. Autumn Ridge is my mother's company. I quit my old job last year to help run it when she needed someone to take over. Surprise!
What? You're lying! This has to be a joke! You can't be…
Oh, did you forget my family owns a company? I'm pretty sure I was open about my family's design business. Or were you too busy with your affair to pay attention?
Now that you mention it, I think I remember something about a design company, but you never said… You weren't…
Aw, I'm so sorry. Your brain must be like a flower garden. Pretty, but empty. Of course you'd forget something as trivial as your ex-wife's family business, just like you forgot about your divorce settlement.
What? You're making fun of me, aren't you? This isn't funny. This isn't funny at all.
Oh no, I'm not making fun. I'm sympathizing with the young master who was so rude to important clients because his memory is so poor. Must be embarrassing. Being so confident, then finding out you've been insulting the VP of your biggest client.
Sarah, please, let's talk about this like adults. There must be some way to…
Now you want to talk like adults? After all that poor people talk? After trying to throw me out? Interesting timing.
I didn't mean to… I didn't know. You have to understand.
Oh, I understand perfectly. I understand exactly who you are now, and exactly what kind of business you're running here. I think our company will understand too, when we explain why we're changing venues next year. Sarah, where are you? You said you'd be right in. Everyone's waiting for the welcome toast. I need to tell you something about this inn. Something important. What is it? Is everything okay? Did something happen at check-in? You could say that. Remember how I asked about how long we've been coming here? There's a reason. Of course I remember. We've been loyal customers for years, though lately I've been having second thoughts. Tell me more about that, about why you're having second thoughts. I need to know everything. Well, the quality has definitely dropped. The attention to detail isn't what it used to be. Remember how they used to arrange fresh flowers daily? Now they use artificial ones. Go on. What else has changed? The staff turnover is concerning. Used to be the same familiar faces every year. Now it's all new people, except for that arrogant young man at the front. The arrogant young man? Tell me about him. Oh, he's supposedly going to inherit the place. Started showing up let me think, about 5 years ago. Right around when things started changing. 5 years ago? That's interesting timing. Very interesting. Sarah, what's going on? You're acting strange. Mom, about that young man, the one who's going to inherit, there's something you should know. What about him? Have you met him? Did he say something inappropriate? You could say that. He's actually someone we both know from before. Someone we know? What do you mean? Sarah, just tell me straight out. It's Nick, my ex-husband. He's working here. What? Nick? That worthless man who ran off with another woman? He's here? Yes, and you'll never guess who the other woman was. The owner's daughter. The owner's? Are you serious? That little. No wonder the service has gone downhill. He's poisoned the whole place. Mom, calm down. Your blood pressure. Remember what the doctor said. Don't you dare tell me to calm down. That man destroyed my daughter's marriage, ran away without paying what he owed, and now he's ruining our favorite inn? There's more. He just tried to throw me out, called me poor, said I wasn't good enough to stay here. He did what? After everything he did to you? After running away from his responsibilities, he dares to treat you like that? It gets better. He had no idea who I am now. Doesn't know about my position in the company, or that we're his biggest corporate client. Oh. This is perfect. Mom, that tone worries me. What are you planning? Nothing yet. Just thinking about all the ways this could play out. Mom, remember your blood pressure. Deep breaths. Don't worry about my blood pressure. Worry about your ex-husband. He's about to learn some very expensive lessons about karma and about customer service. What are you going to do? Mom, please don't do anything drastic. Drastic? Me? I'm just going to have a little chat about quality control and about settling old debts. That doesn't sound ominous at all. Just try not to cause a scene, for the other guests' sake. A scene? I never cause scenes. I just ensure justice is served, professionally, with witnesses. That's what worries me. Your version of professional usually involves lawyers. Speaking of lawyers, I still have all the paperwork from your divorce, including the unpaid settlement. Mom, no, not here. Not during the company retreat. Why not? It's perfect timing. We have the whole board here. All our major clients. Let's see how he handles that pressure. You're scary sometimes, you know that? In an impressive way. I learned from the best, your grandmother. Remember what she always said? Revenge is a dish best served with witnesses and documentation. Yes, I remember. You both taught me well. And now it's time to put those lessons to use. Are you ready? Ready for what? What exactly are you planning? Just wait and see. During tonight's dinner, when all our guests are gathered and Nick has nowhere to hide. This is going to be interesting. Should I be worried? for the inn's reputation? The inn's reputation? They ruined that themselves by letting him take charge. Now they'll face the consequences. Just promise me one thing. No physical violence. We don't need a lawsuit. Please, I'm more sophisticated than that. Words hurt more than fists, especially when backed by contracts and bank statements. Remind me never to get on your bad side. Ever. For any reason. You're my daughter, my only child. The people who hurt you, they're the ones who should worry. I almost feel sorry for Nick. Almost, but not quite. Don't waste your sympathy. Save it for someone worthy. Now, shall we go in? The show is about to begin. Well then, tell them the contract is over. Oh, but you probably don't know about that since you're supposedly in charge. Please inform the owners that this is going to be our last year. I'll leave as you asked, but we won't be making any group reservations next year.
What are you talking about? I can't do that.
What? Why not? You have to. We're the customers.
Wait a minute. Were you really telling the truth when you said you were with Ridge Design Studio?
I told you, I'm the vice president.
What? This can't be happening. You're lying! You have to be lying!
Oh, did you forget my family owns a company?
Now that you mention it, I think I remember something about a design company, but it wasn't. You weren't. This isn't possible.
Aw, I'm so sorry. Of course you'd forget something as trivial as your ex-wife's family business.
What? You're making fun of me, aren't you? This isn't funny. Do you know what's at stake here?
Oh no, I'm not making fun. I'm sympathizing with the young master who was so rude to important clients because his memory is so poor. Must be embarrassing to realize you just insulted your biggest client.
Sarah, please, we need to talk about this. There must be some way to fix this. You can't just cancel everything.
Actually, I can. That's what being vice president means. I make these kinds of decisions now.
But the owners, they count on this business. You can't do this to them.
I can't. Like you couldn't pay your divorce settlement? Like you couldn't treat a guest with basic respect?
That was different. I didn't know who you were. If I had known.
That's exactly the problem. You shouldn't need to know someone's position to treat them with respect. But you never understood that, did you?
Please, we can work something out. What do you want, money?
Oh, now you have money? Funny how that works. When you're desperate. Sarah, where are you? I found him. Don't let him escape.
Your mother's here? She's really here? Oh, God.
Did you forget? She's the CEO, the one who signs those big contracts you depend on.
Sarah, please, don't let her find me. She'll destroy me.
Like you destroyed my life 5 years ago? Like you tried to destroy my dignity today? Why should I help you?
I'll do anything. Just name it, please.
Anything? Like paying that divorce settlement you ran from? With interest?
You can't be serious. That was years ago. The statute of limitations.
Oh, let's talk about statutes. Mom has all the documentation, every letter from our lawyer, every missed payment, every ignored call.
Sarah, come on. We were young then. I've changed. I'm different now.
Different? You mean more arrogant, more discriminatory, more focused on status and money?
I was just doing my job, maintaining standards. You understand about standards now, right? Being a VP and all?
Our standards include treating all guests with respect, something you clearly never learned. Sarah, is that him? Don't let him leave. We need to talk about that settlement.
Oh, God, no. Please, I'll do anything. Just keep her away from me.
Do you hear yourself? Still trying to run away? Still trying to avoid responsibility?
No! I need time to figure things out, to make arrangements.
You had 5 years to figure things out, to make arrangements. Time's up. There you are, Nicholas Thompson. Don't you dare move. We have business to discuss.
Mrs. Mitchell, I can explain everything. Please, just give me a chance.
This should be good. Go ahead. Explain why you tried to throw out the VP of your biggest client. Explain why you never paid the divorce settlement. Explain everything.
I didn't know about any of it. You have to believe me.
Believe you? Like we believed you 5 years ago? When you promised to take responsibility. When you said you'd make things right.
I was different. I've grown.
Yes, you have. You've grown more arrogant, more entitled, more discriminatory.
Please, I'll pay whatever you want. Just don't cancel the contract.
Now he wants to pay. When he has something to lose. Typical. Some things never change.
What do you want from me? Just tell me. I'll do anything.
We want nothing from you, except maybe one last thing.
What? What is it? I'll do it, whatever it is.
Watch as we take our business elsewhere, as your perfect life crumbles, just like you left mine in pieces. And pay what you owe, every last cent, with interest, or we'll make sure everyone knows about the kind of person you really are.
You wouldn't. The owners, they don't know about any of this.
About your divorce? About your affair with their daughter? About how you treat guests? Which part?
Please, don't do this. I'm begging you.
Begging? Like I begged you not to leave? Like I begged you to take responsibility? How did that work out for me? Time to face the music, Nicholas. All of it, starting with that settlement, plus 5 years of interest.
I'll pay everything. Just please don't tell them.
Well, well. Look who finally learned about consequences. Better late than never, I suppose.
Please, move to another inn. Do whatever you want. I'll apologize for how I treated you earlier, but please keep using our inn. We need this business.
Absolutely not. I already clearly stated we won't be coming back. Not as long as you're here. Not after how you treated me.
Don't be so cold! Reconsider! Do you know what will happen to me if we lose a regular corporate client? There are lots of inn owners in this area, and rumors spread fast. No other inn owner's daughter would even look at me after this. My whole future is at stake.
Don't worry. The aftermath of your whining is already written all over your face, just like my tears were 5 years ago. When you left without a word.
This is no time for jokes. I'm begging you here. Can't you reconsider just a little for old time's sake, for what we once had?
Old times? You mean when you cheated on me? When you ran away without paying what you owed? Those old times?
You stuck-up bitch! I'm here bowing my head and you're still acting all high and mighty! You're letting personal issues affect company decisions! Don't you feel bad for the employees who won't get their annual retreat? Think about them!
Don't worry about that. For the sake of our employees, we'll take them somewhere much nicer next time. Somewhere they'll be treated with respect, regardless of what car they drive.
You can't do this! The owners will blame me! I'll lose everything! Is that what you want?
Enough already! We don't need an inn that only sees us as cash cows. I will never use this place as long as you're here. End of discussion. Sarah, update! You won't believe what just happened. The owners want a meeting, right now, with both families. Both families? This should be interesting. How's Nick taking it? He tried to run, but I caught him. The look on his face when I mentioned the settlement. Priceless.
Sarah, please, one last chance. I'm on my knees here.
Like I was when I begged you not to leave? Funny how things come full circle. The owners want to know everything about the divorce, about the unpaid settlement, about today's behavior.
No, you can't tell them. Please, I'll do anything.
Anything? Like treat guests with respect? Like pay your debts? Like face consequences? Too late for that. The meeting starts in 5 minutes. Time to face the music. All of it.
This will ruin me. Everything I've built. Please reconsider.
Everything you've built? On lies? On running away from responsibilities? On looking down on others? The owners are waiting, and they don't look happy, especially after I showed them the settlement papers and the text messages from today.
I'll pay right now. Whatever you want, just don't do this.
The time for negotiations was 5 years ago. Now, it's time for consequences. Real ones. And then, my ex-husband finally transferred the divorce settlement to my account. He had claimed the statute of limitations had run out during the meeting, but he caved when my mom went ballistic and the former owner asked if he could take responsibility if their reputation got any worse. As for their inn, their business started declining rapidly. Apparently, their review ratings plummeted with comments about poor service and food quality. Then, a guest posted a video on social media showing the young heir kicking out a family to accommodate a VIP guest last minute. It went viral and made the local news. I couldn't help but laugh when I saw Mom's tweet saying, "Serves them right."
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.